knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. The shadow knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, to stay at the top and meet the competition of the underworld's keenest minds, the Shadow has to be still better than any of them. And it's the same way with tires. For years, Goodrich Silvertowns have given motorists the real blowout protection of the Golden Ply. Now, like a true champion, Goodrich offers another important safety feature. The amazing new Lifesaver tread that gives you the quickest non-skid stops you've ever had. This new tread is specially designed to overcome the hazard zone of motoring, where a slippery film of water on the road may make complete command of your car almost impossible. Its never-ending spiral bars sweep the water right and left, force it out through the deep grooves, make a dry track for the rubber to grip. Wouldn't you be thankful for a tire like that the next time you're faced with a wet road emergency? Put Goodrich Silvertowns on your car now. The Shadow, Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard. His true identity is known only to his constant friend and aide, Margot Lane. Today's story, Murder on Approval.
Dr. Calanza, I have read your statement.
Yes?
Frankly, I am interested.
I thought you would be, General. Otherwise, I never would have traveled so many thousand miles to see you.
You say that you can infect a large number of persons with a deadly disease at will.
Yes.
That you can cause more deaths in an army than all the guns in the world.
Your Excellency, once let loose, this disease would totally destroy an enemy's morale. With its aid, you can easily overcome any nation in the world.
The general is already ruler of the East.
But he will not stop with this conquest. I am sure His Excellency is planning to extend his powers even further. I can give him victory.
What is this sickness you can spread, Doctor?
I am sorry. That I cannot divulge at this time.
Nor the method of infecting the enemy, Doctor.
Nor that, Your Excellency. And only I know the cure.
Dr. Calanza, your name is not unknown to us. You have been many things. Scientist, adventurer, spy. But you have not always been successful.
No.
General, may I suggest that you let me try an experiment on troops of your own choosing?
Troops? I cannot sacrifice my men. If your disease is fatal...
Not on your own soldiers, sir. But why not those of some other power?
That is an idea.
Soldiers of some country you would be glad to humiliate and hurt. Perhaps even invade.
But we are not at war at the present time, Doctor.
Does that matter? General, pick any spot in the world, any well-guarded garrison, and in 2 months, I shall have wiped out that garrison. Choose the spot for my experiment. But perhaps it would be better to choose some country you are interested in, yes?
Yeah, I see. Yes. All right. We will select your guinea pig. Captain, the map.
Yes, General. Here's the map.
Calanza, do you know this spot on the coast of the United States?
No. But that does not matter.
It is one of their army bases.
A splendid choice, General. It is well guarded, Doctor.
All the better to prove my point. I will leave for America at once. In a short time, many American soldiers will die in their barracks. Then if you wish me to destroy the whole army of the United States, I can do it for you.
Good. Captain, you will make the arrangements with the good doctor, please, to purchase his little methods for murder on approval.
Enjoying yourself, Miss Lane?
Very much, Colonel Torrance. I like the army.
So I've noticed, Margot. I think you've danced with every officer at the base.
Why not, Lamont? The poor boys are due back inside the post at midnight.
Awfully glad you could come tonight, Miss Lane. I don't get away from the base often myself. You'd be surprised at the trouble a couple of thousand men can manage to get into.
Oh, trouble, Colonel?
Yes, if it isn't one thing, it's another. Yesterday, what should crop up but some new-fangled disease?
Oh, a new disease?
Nothing serious, I hope. Is it catching?
Well, nobody seems to know much about it. Fortunately, there are only a couple of cases. Dr. Harris isolated the sick men immediately, so the rest of us should be safe enough.
Have I met Dr. Harris, Colonel?
I think so. He's around someplace with a foreign doctor. Yes, the stocky, red-faced officer coming this way.
Oh, yes, I see him.
Harris promised to introduce his guest. Evening, Dr. Harris.
Good evening, sir.
Miss Lane, Dr. Nicholas Harris.
How do you do?
We met at dinner, Doctor.
Oh, yes, Mr. Cranston. Colonel, may I present my friend, Dr. Gregor Kalanza?
You're welcome, Dr. Calandon.
Thank you, Colonel.
Lamont, shall we dance?
I'd love it, Margot. Will you excuse us, gentlemen?
Certainly. Well, how are those boys in the hospital, Doctor?
Well, they seemed a little better when I left, sir.
Good. Get him to tell you about that, Dr. Calanza. A couple of soldiers have caught some strange disease.
Really?
Yes, seems so. They're pretty sick, too. Oh, sorry, my wife is looking for me. I'll see you later.
Yes.
That's quite amusing.
What?
You are to tell me about this strange new disease.
Not so loud.
Oh, nonsense. There's nothing to fear. No one knows anything about us, Harris. Unless you have done some talking.
Is it likely I'd go around telling people that I was betraying my country?
You are being well paid.
I know, but...
Nothing can happen, Harris. The disease is unknown. It strikes very quickly. And it is fatal within a week.
Well, I'd no idea when we started that I was handling such powerful germs.
That's why I insisted on shooting antitoxin into you. Without it, we would both get the disease.
No, I wish it were over.
Oh, don't worry. In a few days, it will be. And you'll be a rich man, Harris.
Yes. Rich. After all these years in the army.
You broke the little glass bottles as I instructed.
Yes, I dropped one of them in the barracks tonight just before I came away.
There are enough germs in those bottles to kill a regiment. You will have some new cases shortly.
Be careful. Here comes one of the lieutenants.
Doctor, have you seen Colonel Torrance?
Why, yes, he's right over there.
Oh, yes. You better come along, sir. You'll be needed. There's trouble at the base.
Trouble?
Yes, hurry, sir.
It seems that our plan is going smoothly, Harris.
Be quiet, will you? Come on over to Colonel Torrance.
Get me inside the base.
All right. Now keep quiet.
Colonel Torrance.
Yes?
From the base, sir. Urgent.
Yes, Lieutenant. Let's have it.
Here, sir.
Let me see. Good Lord.
What is it, sir?
The whole barracks has come down with that confounded disease, Harris. 200 men.
They're pretty bad, sir.
It's an epidemic, sir.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
General order. All officers must report back to post immediately. Emergency.
Yes, sir. The base is already under quarantine, sir.
Good. Announce the recall from the bandstand.
Right away, sir.
Colonel, perhaps Dr. Kalanza could give us a hand. We're going to need every doctor we can get.
I would be delighted, Colonel.
Well, very kind of you.
What's all the excitement, Colonel?
Cranston, you'll have to drive us back at once. The base is hit by an epidemic.
An epidemic?
Yes. Will you have room for Dr. Harris and Dr. Calanza?
Certainly.
General order! All officers are to report back to post for duty immediately!
Faster, Margot, faster. The Colonel's in a hurry.
The car's going as fast as it can, Lamont.
Yes, we'll be there in a minute, Cranston.
Dr. Harris.
Yes?
I say, have you any idea what this mysterious disease might be?
Well, unfortunately, no. That's why I brought Dr. Kalanza along.
From the symptoms described, it is something entirely new in medical science.
We've got to save those men and check the disease.
I'll do my best, sir.
This thing has spread very rapidly, Doctor. It might almost be some new form of Oriental plague.
Oriental plague? Here? In the United States? Oh, nonsense.
Well, Doctor, I've seen disease spread like wildfire in the Far East. You know, I'd like to take a look at this, Colonel.
Well, I'm afraid that's impossible, Mr. Cranston.
Well, why, Harris?
The post has been quarantined by general order, sir. We can't ignore that order.
But Carlanza's going in.
Yes. I am a doctor, Mr. Cranston.
And besides, Cranston, you might catch the disease.
Well, I don't mind taking that chance.
Well, that's very brave of you, sir, but I'm afraid we can't allow it. The order is definite quarantine against civilians.
Yes, I'm afraid the doctor's right, Lamont. In the Army, orders are orders.
Very well. Just as you say, sir.
Oh, it's just around the bend, Miss Lane.
Pull up alongside the gate.
You are right here, Miss Lane.
All right. Here we are.
Halt! Who goes there?
Colonel Torrance.
Advance to be recognized, Colonel Torrance.
Well, thanks for the lift, Lamont.
Don't mention it.
Come on, Dr. Calanza, hurry.
I am ready.
Good night, Miss Lane.
Good night, gentlemen.
I still wish you'd let me go in and take a look around.
Well, I'm afraid that's out of the question entirely, Mr. Cranston. Come on, Calanza.
Coming.
It's nice of you to offer, my boy. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Colonel. Well, I suppose we might as well drive back to the hotel.
Just a moment, Margot. I'm getting out here.
Getting out here, but Lamont...
I'm going to take a look at this disease, Margot. You know, there was a queer look on Carlanza's face when I mentioned it might have an Oriental origin.
Yes, but the sentries won't let you in, Lamont. The place is quarantined.
Well, I'll have a very hard time quarantining a shadow.
Lamont, you mean you're going in there as the shadow?
Yes, Margot. When the car door slams, I shall immediately become the shadow.
Who's there? Say. Hey, wait a minute, miss.
Oh, well, you want something, soldier?
Why, I just heard the car door slam. Did somebody get out?
Well, you don't see anybody, do you?
No. No, ma'am, but I thought I saw... Well, I guess it's all right. That's kind of funny. Hey, Joe!
Yeah?
I could have sworn I saw somebody get out of that car. Anybody go through the gate?
Hey, there's enough floodlights here to light up the entire army. I didn't see a soul.
I don't know. I thought I saw a man, and then just like that, there wasn't anybody there.
You must be getting punchy.
Glass.
Easy, Steve. Just lie still.
He's raving again, nurse.
He was all right a minute ago, Dr. Bresnan.
My head, it burns.
That's the fever. Comes in waves. Moments, he's quite rational.
Who's there? Who broke the glass? I heard a glass break.
Nurse, get Dr. Harris. Maybe he can get that fever down. I can't.
Right away, Dr. Bresnan.
I've got to go look after those other patients. Shut the door after us, nurse.
I'm on fire. Water. Water, please. Glass. Hear it? Oaken glass.
Steve. Steve, can you hear me? Listen to me.
Who is it? Oh. Someone there?
You must tell me something, Steve. It's important.
Where are you? I can't see.
Don't worry, even if you can't see me.
There's only a voice.
I'm here, Steve, here in the shadows. Listen to me.
Yes?
Listen. Quickly, before the fever returns. Tell me, why do you keep repeating the words broken glass?
Broken glass.
Yes, keep saying it over and over. Why?
I don't know.
Think, Steve. Think, what is there about broken glass? Glass. Think, son.
Glass, broken glass. Oh, I know.
Yes?
Yes, last night in the barracks when all the fellows were asleep.
Yes, Steve?
I woke up. I thought I heard something, and like glass breaking.
In the room, Steve?
Yes, just a little tinkle, like someone had dropped a tiny glass. And then a few hours later, we were all sick. Oh, my head. Who broke glass?
All right. Shut the door, Doctor.
Nurse tells me this one is quite bad. One of the new ones. Great Scott!
What is it?
What's the matter?
Oh, my head. Why, this boy, he's my nephew.
Your nephew?
Yes, my sister's son, Steve. Steve, how do you feel, boy?
This is unfortunate, Harris.
Well, I thought he was home on leave. He wasn't due back this week. Is he fatally ill, Calanza?
Too bad, Harris. I give him 2 days at most.
Oh, no, he can't die.
I am sorry, but it is unavoidable.
Uncle Nick, help me. Calanza, you've got to do something for him.
Nothing can be done.
Steve, it's Uncle Nick, Steve. I'm here. Uncle Nick. Oh, help. Please. Glass.
The boy is delirious, Harris.
But save him.
Impossible. There is no cure.
But Steve's my nephew. Steve.
Be quiet, you fool. Come, let us go to your office.
No, I must stay here.
Come up, I have to drag you. Now, brace up, Harris. Don't lose your nerve. Come on, man.
Broken glass. Oh, Uncle Nick. Someone's broken glass.
Yes, Steve. Someone broke glass. And I mean to learn just what your Uncle Nick had to do with it. He and Gregor Calanza.
Calanza, you've got to do something for Steve.
What can I do? I told you the disease was fatal.
But I don't care about the others. Steve's different. He's my sister's son.
So you said. I am sorry.
Calanza, tell me, isn't there some sort of serum?
No.
But you gave me antitoxin.
That was to prevent your catching the fever. It is different. Your nephew is already infected. There is no hope now.
There's got to be.
Harris, pull yourself together. You are being well paid.
I know, but money won't give Steve back to my sister.
I told you I was sorry. But there is nothing to be done. Nothing. I am going back to the wards. The progress of the disease is very interesting.
Oh, don't be so callous.
I am a scientist, Harris. Now get hold of yourself, man. Remember, a soldier died this morning. It is murder now.
Murder?
Yes. And death is the penalty for that. So you'd better keep quiet about it. I will see you later.
Calanza!
Later.
Oh, Steve. Steve.
Weeping won't help Steve, Dr. Harris.
Eh? Who spoke? Who's there?
The shadow. Your nephew is dying, Dr. Harris.
Who are you? Where are you?
I am here, although you cannot see me, Dr. Harris.
What do you want with me?
You and Gregor Calanza are responsible for this disease.
No, you're wrong. I don't know anything about it.
You cannot lie to the shadow, Doctor.
I tell you, I know nothing.
Then your nephew dies, Doctor. Dies horribly.
Oh, stop it, will you? Stop it!
The voice of the shadow is never silent when there is evil.
I won't talk to you. I won't talk to you. I'm getting out of here.
You cannot escape from the shadow.
Leave me alone.
We shall meet again, Dr. Harris. And then...
Here's the test tube you wanted, Dr. Harris.
All right, put it down, man. Put it down.
Yes, sir.
Now leave me alone. I've got to find the serum that will counteract the effect of this fever.
Yes, sir. Good luck, sir.
Let's see, where's that culture? Oh, yes. Now, this formula will only work.
Hurry, Dr. Harris. Steve is dying.
Oh, you.
You dropped your test tube, Doctor. Just the way you dropped one in the barracks. And spread the germs.
You know that. But I didn't. I didn't.
Tell the truth, Doctor. Think of Steve.
Oh, you fiend. Will you leave me alone? I must find a serum that will cure him.
Only Gregor Calanza can give you that in time. Who is he? Where's he from?
I don't know anything about him.
Is Calanza more to you than your nephew? Speak, man. Calanza got you into this, didn't he? And now Steve is dying. Dying, Harris.
Stop
dying.
it. Stop it. I tell you, I can't stand it. Let me out of here. There. Safe in my room. Now, wait, I must lock the door. Locked and bolted. Now he can't get in. That voice coming from nowhere, always in my ears. Oh, I'm going crazy. Where's my bag? I've got to get away.
And leave Steve dead behind you, Doctor?
How did you get in here?
I'm with you all the time, Doctor.
Oh, please. Go away. Please leave me in peace.
There is no peace, Doctor, for a man who will let his nephew die in agony.
Oh, I'd save him if I could. Believe me, but
I don't know how.
Calanza knows.
But he says there's no cure.
Did you believe him? He had an antitoxin, didn't he? Perhaps he has a serum that will cure the disease once it is developed.
But he told me...
He got you into this crime, didn't he?
Yes. Yes, he promised me wealth. I've always been poor.
Why did he pick this army base for his crime?
Because if he's successful, it means the entire army will be wiped out in this way.
United States Army?
Yes. This disease would wipe out whole armies. Then invasion would be a simple matter. But you can't isolate the germ. There's no cure.
There must be a cure. Calanza would have one.
But he says there is none.
There must be. Make him tell you what it is. Otherwise, your nephew dies.
But I can't help him. Or this country either.
Steve is dying, and you're afraid to cross the one man who might cure him. What is Calanza compared to your sister's son? He got you into this. Make him help you.
All right. All right, yes. Yes, I will.
But hurry. He's out there now, watching the soldiers die. Watching Steve and the other men he's poisoned. And enjoying it, Harris. Enjoying it.
I'll get him to my office and make him give me that serum. That's it. I'll make him.
Hurry, Doctor. Hurry. This way, Colonel Torrance.
Tell me, who are you?
I am known as the Shadow, Colonel. Please do not waste more time in wondering that you cannot see me. I told you I could clear up the mystery of this epidemic. I will keep my promise, sir. Just step in here, please.
All right. Wait a minute. This is Dr. Harris' office.
Yes. You'll know the whole story in a few moments, Colonel. Get behind the screen, please. Don't move until I give the word. Here they come.
Come in here, Calanza.
Harris, have you lost your mind?
Maybe.
Dragging me out of the wards like that? You must be mad.
And you'd be crazy, too. If that thing followed you around all day.
That thing? What are you talking about?
A voice, Calanza. A voice. Something that you can't see. But you can hear him all right. He keeps talking.
Oh, Harris, snap out of it.
I tell you, I heard him. He knows all about you and me and the disease.
Who knows all this?
That voice, the voice. He knows everything.
Ah, you're dreaming. Seeing your nephew sick has upset you.
Yes. We made my nephew Stephen get the disease, Calanza.
Well, he is not the only one.
But he's got to be cured.
Oh, don't start that again. There isn't any cure.
You're lying.
Harris, don't be a fool. I can't afford
Then there is a serum that will cure the disease.
Well, what if there is? I am not wasting it on your precious nephew.
Oh, yes, you are.
Harris, put down that gun.
You listen to me, Calanza. Either you give me the formula for that serum or I'll kill you. I mean it.
The formula's worth a fortune, Harris. It will make us both rich, if you will only use your head.
Never mind the talk. And don't try reaching for your gun either. I'm watching you.
But...
The formula for the serum, quick.
All right.
Where is it?
In my pocket. It never leaves my wallet.
Give it to me.
Oh, just a minute. Here. Take it.
Thanks. Now I can save Steve.
If you know enough medicine to read that formula...
I must read it. I must read it. Yes. Yes, it's plain enough. I can make this serum. Look. It says you take...
This goes with it.
Oh, yeah.
You fool. Did you think I really meant to have you get my serum? Die like the others. Now, I will take back my formula.
No, I'll take that paper, Calanza.
What? Who snatched that paper?
I did, Dr. Calanza.
Hey, voice. Harris was right.
Dr. Harris was quite right.
Give me back my formula. I'll shoot.
What will you shoot at, Doctor?
You've done enough shooting, Calanza. Throw up your hands.
Senator Torrance.
Drop that gun.
Never.
Take it, then.
Calanza's dead, Colonel.
If ever a man deserved to be shot, it's that murderer.
Yes. Here. Take the formula to the laboratory. Get the serum made up and hurry.
Well, what about you, Shadow?
My work is finished, Colonel. Rest is up to your medical staff. Calanza and Harris dreamed of power and wealth to be acquired through mass murder. Such dreams are dearly bought. The price of Calanza's dream and Harris's traitorship was death. The hidden menace to the armed strength of our country has been uncovered and destroyed.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of one of the many copyrighted stories which appear in the Shadow magazine, now on sale at your local newsstand.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.
All the characters and all the places named are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Once again, your neighborhood blue coal dealer brings you the thrilling adventures of the Shadow, the hard and relentless fight of one man against the forces of evil. These dramatizations are designed to demonstrate forcefully to old and young alike that crime does not pay. Friends, it's as easy for spring delivery of blue coal, America's finest hard coal, and ask him about easy budget terms. The Shadow, who aids the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. Years ago in the Orient, Cranston learned a strange and mysterious secret, the hypnotic power to cloud men's minds so they cannot see him. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the voice of the invisible shadow belongs. Today's drama, The Giant of Madras. At 9:15 of a stormy spring evening, Lamont and Margot were sitting in the lounge car of a deluxe transcontinental train.
Lamont, can you imagine what these vast plains were like 100 years ago?
Yeah, vast.
No, but think of all the troubles the people in those days had, and the adventures. Fording streams, fighting Indians, herds of buffalo.
Quite a life.
And today you just get in a train and whisk across them, safe as a bug in a rug.
Oh, I think a bug was equally as safe in a covered wagon. There's been quite an improvement as far as human beings are concerned.
But you really prefer all this civilization?
It's restful.
But just a little dull, don't you think?
Perhaps. But I wouldn't be able to think at all with a Sioux's tomahawk buried in my skull.
No, I guess that would be a disadvantage. Maybe I'm just sleepy.
It reminds me, so am I. Oh, conductor.
Yes, sir?
Could you have the porter make up our berths, please? Lower 10 and lower 11 in car 15.
Certainly, sir. And when do you want to be called?
Let's see, we'll be coming into our station at 1:55. Better call us at 1:30.
Very well, sir. I'll tell the porter.
Oh, better call us at 1. I'll need time to get ready.
Oh, of course. All right, conductor, call us at 1.
Time and the miles slipped by, and it was a little after 12 when... the train blew for a water stop 3 miles ahead. Now, this was usually a very deserted locality, this water stop. However, tonight it wasn't so deserted. In fact, if you counted the men, there were a half dozen of them.
You hear that?
She's coming.
It's her. On time. Everybody know what they're supposed to do? Hickey?
Yeah.
Spider?
Yeah.
Radner?
Sure.
Garrity?
Yeah.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay. No slips now, no nerves. Uniform set? Conductors, firemen, porters?
Uniform's all set, Gannon.
Okay. You all know the man you're going to pick when you get aboard. Find him, take care of him. and start looking.
It's gonna be a little tough finding it, Ganlon.
Yeah, how are we gonna locate it?
He won't be wearing it on his forehead. Once we take over, that'll work itself out.
Here she comes.
Right on a button.
Anybody getting yellow, this is the time to back out. All right. Keep your finger on your trigger and your safety catch off. Nobody sells anyone else short. We're a cinch for $1 million. You hear me? $1 million.
We hear you, Gannon.
Okay, then. Move in.
Lamont. Lamont.
Huh? Who's that?
Lamont, please wake up.
Margot, what are you doing up?
What time is it?
I don't know. Wait a minute, I'll look at my watch. It's just 12 minutes after 10. After 10?
No, of course not. Your watch has stopped.
Huh? Oh, yeah, so it has.
Looks awfully much like it's getting to be morning.
Morning? That's impossible. I told the conductor to tell the porter to wake us at 1 a.m.
It isn't possible that he forgot to tell the porter.
Oh, ye gods, I hope not.
He could have, and we could already be hundreds of miles past our station.
Wait a minute, I'll ring for the conductor.
Won't help you much.
Why not?
He doesn't come. I've been ringing for the last half hour.
Well, he's probably snoozing in the lounge car. I'll go see. Oh, there's nobody in here, apparently.
Appearances are often deceiving, my
Huh?
young friend.
I didn't see you sitting there in the shadows.
There are times in life when the value of inconspicuousness cannot be overrated.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm looking for the conductor.
Of course you are. Several passengers have passed through here in search of that same gentleman in blue.
Have you seen him?
Not a sign of him. The fact is, my young friend, I fear we are all in for a bit of a blow.
Yes?
Yes. Tell me, are you an honest man?
Well, I filched a brace of candy bars on my 9th birthday. Spotless record.
Most interesting.
What's even more interesting is the whereabouts of that conductor. He was supposed to wake us at 1 o'clock.
Then I fear he has failed you utterly.
What do you mean?
The night has grown much older than 1 o'clock.
Well, my watch has stopped.
On the other hand, mine has not. There. It has chimed the quarter of the hour.
Let's see. Quarter of... Oh, no.
But yes.
Why, it's incredible.
Not incredible, my young friend. Human events proceed with irresistible logic. Some steal while others prey. So runs the world away.
But a quarter of 5? We must be halfway across the continent.
Better than half.
Oh, where is the conductor? Where is he?
That is what many would like to know.
Well, I'll find out.
The best of luck, my young friend.
Conductor! Conductor! Who's that?
You wake everybody up, sir. You were calling me?
Yes, where'd you turn up from?
Oh, I just come through the lounge car right behind you, sir. What can I do for you?
My name is Lamont Cranston. Are you the man I told to call us at 1 o'clock?
No, but I relieved that fellow a little after midnight.
And he didn't tell you about our call?
Sure. I was going to call you, sir.
When we got to Malibu Beach?
No, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
Yeah, I got 15 minutes yet. It's only 12:45.
Look, friend, it's getting to be morning.
Oh, you mean because of the way the sky looks? That's not morning, Mr. Cranston. That's light from some industrial plants just over the horizon.
Look, it happens I know what time it is. The bald-headed gentleman with the monocle sitting in the lounge car showed me his watch. It's 4:45.
What's that about a bald-headed gentleman in a lounge car?
He's sitting in the shadows by the bar. Didn't you see him?
That's funny. No, I didn't.
Well, you must not have looked. He's there.
I'm used to keeping my eyes open, Mr. Cranston. If you ask me, that lounge car is empty.
I just talked to the gentleman. Are you by any chance suggesting I'm out of my mind?
One of us is. Shall we go see which, Mr. Cranston?
All right, here we are.
Where'd you say you were sitting?
Right here, beside the...
I told you there was nobody here.
Well, he was here. He probably left the car at the other end.
The passenger couldn't leave this car at the other end. Because next ahead is the baggage car, and that door ain't left open. Now, if I was you, I'd get myself a little more sleep, Mr. Cranston. Oh, pardon me, miss.
Lamont, what's going on?
He was here, sitting right here. Where could he have gone?
What are you talking about?
I just had a somewhat peculiar experience, Margot. There was a little man sitting here not 10 minutes ago. He showed me his watch.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it rang the quarter of the hour. It's one of those old-fashioned ones that chime.
So?
Well, now he's disappeared.
Well, before we go any further with the fairy story, did you find out what time it is?
The conductor says it's not 1 o'clock yet, but by the stranger's watch, it would now be just about 5 o'clock. And... Listen.
What's that?
It's him. That's his watch chiming.
Well, where is he? Under the seat?
No, he isn't. His watch is. Look, this is it. This is the watch he showed me.
The crystal's all smashed.
The hour hand's broken off.
It must have fallen.
Looks more like somebody gave it the business with a sledgehammer.
Yusef? Yusef? Yusef, are you here? What? I beg your pardon, young people. I am looking for my husband. Have you seen him, perhaps?
Probably. A small gentleman with no hair wearing a monocle?
Yes. What have you done with him?
Now, wait a minute. The question is, what has he done to me?
What do you mean?
Well, he vanished practically in front of my eyes.
Vanished?
Yes, he was sitting right here by the bar. I stepped outside for a few minutes. When I came...
What's that? Yusef?
It's coming from inside this liquor closet.
It is him. It is him.
Wait a minute. Give me room. Are you all right in there? This door's stuck. There.
Out of my way.
Oh, he's hurt. Yusef, who did this?
The Giant of Madras.
What happened to it?
I...
This young man here, he took it? No?
No, my young friend did not take it. He did not take it. He only...
Yusef, quick, he is falling.
What?
Yusef, speak to me. The diamond, Yusef. Speak to me.
Spoken about as much as could be expected. Considering the fact there's a knife between his shoulder blades.
He's dead. Oh, Lamont. He would not want us to mourn him. It is the giant we must think of. The Giant of Madras.
There's a giant in this, too?
Not giant man. Giant jewel. Diamond, pure white. Flat circular cut. 25 carat. 25 carat? Yusef, purchasing agent to His Holy Majesty Mahatma Maharaja Katpur.
And he has this diamond on him?
Yes, on his person. Even I did not know how he was carrying it. Perhaps in his shoe, perhaps a money belt, perhaps...
Perhaps in the back of his watch.
Yes, perhaps. Let me see it.
I'll take that watch.
What?
My friend the conductor. The 1 o'clock scholar.
Come on, he's got a gun.
Let's have the timepiece, Cranston.
Not trying to pretend it's yours.
I ain't pretending nothing. I got a gun in this hand. I want that watch in the other.
I'm sorry. We have a special use for this particular timepiece.
Hand over the watch, Cranston, and hand it over fast, or you'll never know what time it is.
Margot and Lamont, on a deluxe transcontinental train, discover the body of an East Indian gentleman locked in the lounge car liquor cabinet. The fabulous diamond called the Giant of Madras, which he was carrying with him, has disappeared. Cranston, the East Indian's wife, and Margot are about to examine the dead man's huge, old-fashioned watch with the diamond when...
I'll take that watch, Cranston.
Well, if it isn't my friend the conductor...
Come on, he's got a gun.
Hand over the watch, Cranston. Hand it over fast, or you'll never know what
You
time
have
it
bad
is.
manners to turn your back on an old lady.
Huh?
However, the old lady has a gun at your spine and suggests you keep your back turned. Relieve him of the firearm, Mr. Cranston.
Right.
Now then, we will perhaps store him in the closet for safekeeping until we have a better idea of what is going on this train, no?
It's a good idea. Come on. Wait a minute. Step lively, Mr. Conductor. There's plenty of room inside.
What's he doing? It is a signal.
Maybe he has friends aboard. Listen, put a stop to that.
Oh! Good work, young friend.
Now. There we are.
He certainly wanted Yusef's watch.
Yes.
Yes, he probably agreed with my deduction. The Giant of Madras may be inside it.
Very likely. Why don't we look and see?
One moment. Well, it is not here.
Well, then where in the world can it be?
I don't know. But whoever killed him wouldn't have left it in his pockets.
Someone on train has the diamond.
Lamont, look.
What?
A station just flashed by.
What station?
Galensville. And there's no Galensville.
What kind of talk is that?
I was looking at the rail map, reading myself to sleep. There is no Galensville on this route.
Oh, never a dull moment. Though I'd appreciate a few just now. Well, as far as I can see...
Listen.
Someone knocking.
It's from the car up ahead, the baggage car.
What is wrong?
It's a question I can soon answer. Stay behind with Ara, Margot.
No, I'll do nothing of the kind. I'm going with you.
But,
Don't argue.
Okay, you win. We'll leave you in charge, Ara.
Good luck go with you, young friend.
gentleman's locked in the baggage car.
If I can just snap this catch. There. Now, here goes. Stand away, sweetheart. The storm warnings are up.
Who are you? You're not one of them. Are you? Are you?
Look, Lamont, it's the conductor.
You're passengers, aren't you?
Now, what else could we be?
Murderers, bandits, heaven only knows.
What are you talking about?
There are 6 of them, led by some man they call Ganlon. They're after a 25-carat diamond.
Where are they?
Everywhere. They've taken over. They've stopped the train about midnight. Put me and the rest of the crew out of the way and are running the train themselves.
The murdered little man, the conductor with a gun in his hand? Yes, everything's as clear as a well-praised death warrant.
What are we going to do?
Best we can do is to pray we reach Los Angeles alive.
I'm not at all sure we're even going there.
What do you mean?
We just passed a station that's not on the Los Angeles itinerary.
What station?
Galensville.
Galensville, no.
What's the matter?
They've made a mistake. They've taken the North Spur at the junction. The Galensville route doesn't connect with the main tracks for another 50 miles.
Well, so what?
There's a bridge on this route over Belvedere Canyon. The bridge collapsed at 11 o'clock last night. We just got the flash 5 minutes before they took the train over.
No.
And Belvedere Canyon is a drop of 2,000 feet.
Lamont.
Easy, darling. How far ahead is this bridge?
It's only 20 miles from Galensville.
Well, looks like we have to stop this train.
We've got a fat chance. There are 5 armed men against it.
5?
Sure. There are half a dozen to begin with, and one of them got knocked off in the scuffle.
And I just locked one of our little playmates in the liquor closet in the lounge car.
Where are they now, the remaining 4?
Probably up ahead in the engine.
Well, Lamont, maybe we could talk to them, reason with them, explain to them that we're all going down together at the bottom of Belvedere Canyon.
They're too slick to believe the truth. They think it was some kind of a gag.
What do you suggest?
Gosh, I don't know. But, I think the easiest way would be if Ganlon and his boys found what they were looking for. They got hold of the diamond, we could make a deal with them to stop in the stretch of pine woods just this side of Belvedere Bridge.
But we don't know where the diamond is.
Are you sure?
What?
Are you sure you don't know where the diamond is?
Of course we are.
Speak for yourself, darling.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not so sure we don't know where the diamond is.
But...
Is the door open going into the next car?
Yes.
Okay, see you later.
Hey, what are you going to do?
I'm going to try to make a deal with those boys in the locomotive. Stay here, Margot.
Not in your life.
Now, look.
I'm going wherever you go.
Okay. Coming along, mister?
No, I'll risk it back here. I never developed a taste for hot lead.
Just as you please. If we crash at Belvedere Bridge, you'll know the deal fell through.
Come on, look. The door at the end of the car's open. You can see straight through the controls of the locomotive.
Quick, get over into the shack. This must be the Ganlon boys.
Funny.
Huh? What is?
I only see 3 of them.
3 will be plenty. I wonder.
What?
Remember the man we locked in the liquor closet?
Yes.
Remember that whistle?
Yes? What about it?
I think it might prove no end valuable in this particular emergency. Anyhow, it's worth a try.
Lamont, they'll hear you.
Just what I want them to do. Maybe they'll come back to investigate.
Coming.
First candidate for a fractured jaw. Keep in the shadows.
Hickey! Hickey, where are you? It's me, Radner. Hickey! Hickey, where are you? Hey, Hickey, why don't you answer me?
What if it's not Hickey? There's one less hoodlum to worry about.
What happens now?
A rebroadcast for our next playmate. Here comes the second candidate.
Hickey! Hickey, what's happening? Radner, are you there? Answer me. Somebody spider sent me to Garrity.
Glad to meet you, Mr. Garrity.
Hey, you're not Hickey?
You bet I'm not. 2 up for outside.
Now what?
The next feature's an interview with a gentleman named Spider who seems to be in charge of operations. Come on. Hello, Spider.
Who is that, Radner?
No.
Garrity?
No.
Then who is it?
My name is Lamont Cranston.
What is it?
There's a bridge a few miles ahead over Belvedere Canyon, Spider. There are enough rails missing to let us drop 2,000 feet. I think you better start slowing down.
What are you giving me?
The truth. Put on those brakes.
Look, mister, we're aboard to lay hands on a certain piece of merchandise. That's all we got in our minds just at the moment.
That piece of merchandise wouldn't be the Giant of Madras, would it?
So you're wise.
Suppose I was to tell you how to lay your hands on the merchandise in question, Spider.
You mean you know where the diamond is?
Could be. Slow down and we'll talk.
Better talk now, Mr. Cranston.
Lamont, it's our conductor from the baggage car.
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, the Mr. Ganlon we've been hearing so much about.
Where's the diamond, Cranston? You'd better talk fast. There's not much time.
I've changed my mind. I've forgotten where the diamond is.
Lamont,
The canyon is less than a quarter of a mile away, just around the bend.
maybe you'd better tell them, Lamont.
No.
It's not just our lives. There are 80 passengers aboard.
The lady's right. We're rounding the curve.
Lamont, we're in that stretch of pine woods he told us about.
There's his tunnel straight ahead. Ready to talk, Cranston? I told you no.
If you want me to stop, boss, better tell me now. Another 50 yards, it'll be too late to change your mind.
Come on, Cranston, crack. No.
Lamont, it's the tunnel.
Where's the Giant Of Madras? Forget it. Okay, Spider. Let her go.
We're through the tunnel. We didn't fall. The tracks went out. You made that up to trick Lamont into telling you where the diamond was.
I won't trick him anymore. I'll use a gun instead. Come on, Cranston, West. Hey, where is he?
He was standing right there.
What's that? Where's that coming from?
Right here, beside the controls.
But there's nobody there.
There's someone here, Ganlon. The Shadow is here. Here to see that this little adventure ends in proper justice.
Stop the train, Spider. Let's get out of this.
I can't stop it. Something is holding my hand. I can't move.
Stop it, do you hear?
He can't, Ganlon. I'm holding him. This train goes down to the main line junction and the next police station.
Yeah? That's a game two can play. Come here.
Shadow, help!
I'll turn Spider loose and this dame goes over the side. This time it's no trick. I'll give you the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shadow! You at the controls. Sit where you are. What happened? I'm sorry to have waited until the last minute. But I am an old woman, and I have never killed before in my whole life. Oh, don't apologize. I'll never be able to thank you enough. You do not have to thank me. If you will help me find the Giant of Madras.
You will not have to look for it, Ara.
What voice is this?
The Giant of Madras is not lost. Your husband was a good and quick judge of human nature. In the emergency, knowing that the train had been taken over by thieves with the express purpose of stealing the diamond, he entrusted it to Mr. Cranston's care by the simple expedient of dropping it into his pocket. Here is the jewel.
Look, the Giant of Madras. It is coming towards me, suspended in the air. No one is holding it. Look!
Yes, someone is holding it. I am holding it, Ara. I am returning it to you.
You... Who are you?
I am the Shadow.
Well, Margot, it's been quite a night.
I'll say it has. I'm so tired I could nearly die.
Well, you mustn't complain. We're lucky to be alive, if you ask me.
Very lucky.
What are you thinking about, darling?
The scenery outside. The vast plains going by.
What about them?
I was just thinking about the pioneers. What an easy time they really had. No streamlined trains. No Giants of Madras. No Mr. Ganlon. All they did was to travel around in comfortable covered wagons with nothing to be afraid of but wild buffaloes and Indians.
This story is copyrighted by Speed and Smith Publications, Incorporated. The characters, names, places, and plot are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Again next week, The Shadow will demonstrate that
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The Shadow knows.